Hello everybody, this is Vanessa with Van and Travels, and I'm here today at the Blue Water Casino in Parker. I left Lake Havasu this morning, the area, because I just wasn't doing well. I just can't walk in those rocks. I don't know if I'll ever be able to again or not, but they're too hard, and I've almost had some really hard falls, and I certainly don't want to do that. Not on top of this knee pain I've been having. I'm trying to hold off going to the doctor until the 10th for my appointment. But besides all that, I have some really pretty clips to show you of the scenery between Havasu and Parker. Just some places that I could pull off. You can't always pull off, but I made up my mind if I'm going to be YouTubing, I'm going to have to start stopping and filming the scenery because I get sick of hearing myself talk all the time. Before I show you the clips, though, I want to talk about solar for a little bit. We keep talking about solar, seems like it periodically, but I've been keeping some stuff secret, not really secret on purpose, but um, I have friends that do solar, so some of them buy their solar at the same place I'm going to tell you to go to. And I know they charge a little more than what the company charges where you buy it directly, but they're spending their money for gas driving over there and back to get it and going through all the trouble. And it takes an entire day to drive over to Phoenix from Quartzsite, so that's okay if they charge. I'd be happy to pay. But what I'm going to tell you is if you're over on the eastern side of the United States, I understand what you're going through, trying to find solar, and then trying to find someone to hook it up for you. So, first of all, before I tell you where to buy it or what to buy, let me tell you this. Don't do like me and try to trust somebody in your family just because you threaten their life and tell them they have to put your solar in like I did my son. Because if they don't know electricity, they just don't know electricity. I just think because my son is so smart in every other area, surely he can put some solar panels up there. And he did put it up there because I pretty much made him do it. But I ended up getting out here and having everything totally redone and taken off what he installed up there because it wasn't enough to begin with. But this is the big secret I've been keeping because of my friends that do solar, but I don't ever see them anymore, so I have a lot of people asking me about where to get solar, how much to get. Um, okay, at Santan in Phoenix, that's the name of it, Santan. I don't. I do have their phone number, I believe, and address somewhere, but I looked for it in my phone and couldn't find it. So at a later date, when I find it, I will uh, tell you what their phone number. But I'm telling you, you can go online and type in Santan, Santan, and it's in Phoenix. There's only one Santan there that I'm aware of, and you can get 250 watt panels. Actually, they're 245. You can get 245 watt panels now for $40. That is unheard of, especially from everything I looked at, and I know from what you're looking at online. But if you don't have someone that you trust to install them, here's what I would do. If you know you're going to be coming to Arizona, wait till you get out here, because this place is just, as my mother says, it's just crawling with people that know how to install solar or either can put you in touch with someone who can. So if I were you, if I had this to do over, I would never worry about it as long as I did. I would go to Phoenix and I would buy my panels. Well, I'd probably make a few calls because I wouldn't want to travel around with them inside my van, because you can't sleep with them in there. I guarantee you, they're big panels. I have 3 of them on top of my van, and they're wonderful. And I'm not even going to tell you how how to hook it up, because I don't know. I know how it all works. I know the solar charges the battery, and I know the wiring. I know you have to have a charge controller. That is a very, very serious thing you have to have. Um, there are a lot of good charge controllers out there, and there's some that are just trash. The ones that came with my first kit, that I first got a 100-watt solar kit from Renogy, and I'm sure it's a nice little kit for starting out with, but the little Wanderer, that's the name of it, little charge controller, it's like, I don't know, 3 inches tall, something like that, maybe 3 or 4 inches wide, but they don't last long. They're only I'm not for sure how many amps they are, but I have a 40 amp charge controller, and a lot of people have 60 watt, 60 watt or 60 amp. This is when I have to stop the video and delete it because I forget about watts and amps. Okay, my panel is a watt, so my charge controller is an amp. I have a 40 amp charge controller, which is a good one. And the little Wanderer, I don't know, it's just tiny. It can't do too much. So, I'll be happy to help you, to put you in touch with somebody, but when I've said that, then they want to come and ask me questions, and I'm telling you, I do not know. I don't know how to set up a solar system. I don't have a clue. I know what you need. I can tell you probably what you need according to how much power you're going to be using, but you need to talk with someone that's more of a professional than I am, because I'm not even close to being a professional. I'm just this much above being an idiot when it comes to all that stuff. But you can get them at Santan. You can't beat that price. 200, and you might say 250 watts for $40. That's just a giveaway price. I'm thinking about, if I ever go back to Indiana to live, I'm just going to buy a van full to take them home and put them on my house. I think that was... Oh, I did have some questions from people asking me about the lights outside. Why would I want lights outside? Well, to see how to walk around, because most of the BLM land is way away from the city, and you don't have any lights whatsoever. There's no street lights. You're in the black dark. So I have 1 spotlight, and then I have 2 lights that shine on either side of my van. And I don't know if they know what they're talking about, but I know people are putting lights under their van, under their whatever, RVs, because of mice. Now, I haven't seen the first mouse since I've been out here, but I know people that have. And they say if you put the lights under there, it keeps them away from your engine. I know some people got in some trouble. They had some mice problems, some pretty serious mice problems, and I don't ever want to go through that. But that's not why I got my lights. I got my lights just so I could see. This may have to be... okay, that's all I wanted to say about the light. Oh, and when you're coming home from a campfire, most people out here get together and they have a campfire at night. And when you go back home, you can lose all sense of direction. You don't even know. You can think you're home is straight behind you when it's really way to the side of you. I've walked in so many black, dark parking lots and campgrounds, and I'm tired of being lost. So um, if you can put lights out there, or if you can see in the dark, don't put any lights out there. I don't care one way or the other. Okay, I want to show you the clips now of the lake along Lake Havasu. It's very pretty, the drive all the way from Parker to Lake Havasu. I hope you have a wonderful day. It looks like I have company coming over here. I love you all, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye. I'm at the next scenic stop on Highway 95. This is pretty much the view between Parker and Havasu. This is like non-stop views for 30 miles. So pretty. Everything you're looking for right in Arizona. Everything I've looked for so far. So far. I have a hard time with my speed sometimes. Oh, this is so pretty. It should make you feel a whole lot better if you're feeling bad. I do believe I could rent one of those little places and just stay out there for a few months without getting tired of it. This is pretty close to Parker Dam, and I think I know the water runs all the way into Parker. I know I'm right here close to it. All the places that I stop looks kind of repetitive because it's mostly rocks and water. That water is so green.